dawn of the Dawn Trail near Queens. Beside the 404, I should say DVP actually. There's the Rouge right there. This water goes down to Lake Ontario. You can barely see it from here though. Okay, now getting close to the lakeshore. Passing the Gardiner. That's the Gardiner on the bridge. Lower Dawn. There you go. Getting close. Gonna have my lunch at Cherry Beach and then take the Martin Goodman Trail all the way to the Queens Quay and maybe even further down. Did I ever did it when I was 18? I've been surpassed that. Oh. I feel pretty good. More than a month of exercise to prepare for this dream bike ride that I haven't done since I was 18. I'm feeling good. Not pushing too hard, enjoying the nature, and that's it. Lakeshore Boulevard. Yeah, sure. Seeing the Cherry Beach is down here. Path going west. Gonna head to Cherry Beach from here. In Tower and Toronto downtown. And there's the Gardiner. There's Lake Ontario. You can't even see it from here. Cherry Beach. So I'm gonna have my lunch now. Harborfront. When I was 18, I came here to have lunch. What was it, the Philadelphia cream cheese sandwich? This was all grass actually. Now it's interlock. The Martin Goodman Trail. I think that's the dock. No, it's not. Look at the boats. Beautiful. Make sure. When I was a kid, parents used to park here and we used to go here. Go to the park here. The CNE would be down there. We would walk around here along the lakeshore. The boardwalk, and it's beautiful. And there's a playground. I'm gonna get to there soon. Coming up. I see Indian across the street. This was the bridge to the Terra Place. Through those gates over there. I'm on the Montgomery Trail. Beautiful. Very beautiful. There's another bridge here. This is directly to the sea. There's the IMAX. It still says Interior Place right there. Look, this is, see it all the way down there? The other bridge? That's the furthest I ever biked when I was 18. That's where I'm going now. Here's the playground. That's where my parents used to bring me here, see? It's still here. I was like 7, 5, oh, I was young. They must have parked around here. And look, there's the same ice creams again. It's not far. We used to walk here, I remember. Oh man, my parents brought me to them. This is the bridge. Maybe this is right now, isn't it? What's this bridge called? I made it. Oh. Curtis Beach. This is the furthest I've ever been. Like now, at least now 30 minutes from that bridge. And I'm turning back.